I'm going to explain the After Effects workflow. Now there is no one single way that you work on a project in After Effects, but I do want to give you kind of a generic overview of the steps you'll take as you work through a project in After Effects. First thing is to start After Effects and start a new project. Then you import and organize assets. Now, old school terminology for that is footage, but you're working with something other than just film now. You're working with video, audio, still images, and graphics. You organize these assets inside the project panel. You typically organize assets by putting similar things in folders. Then you create one or more compositions, and they're called comps in After Effects. So we'll talk about comps going down the road here. Once you've created the comps, you can add assets and layers to a comp. Now assets we've already talked about, but layers include things like text and shape and other layer types that I'll explain as we go through the course. Then you combine these layers in the comp, and you can use various ways to do that. You can take existing transparency that you would have, let's say, in a graphic or text. You can create transparency using, let's say, a keying effect that I explained earlier. Various ways to combine things in a comp. Going on from there, you can adjust and animate layer properties. And those properties generally are physical. In other words, the size of the object in the scene, where it's positioned in the scene, whether you've rotated that layer or not, and what the opacity level is on that layer. Then you can add numerous video effects and adjust and animate those video effect properties over time. Finally, you preview your comps. You make sure they're working the way you want them to work. And once you're happy with that, then you need to export them. You need to render them into some kind of video that people can view. So that's the typical workflow when you're working inside After Effects, and we'll go through all of those things in this course.